This is the Chosfox Voyager. It is a long pole tactile switch. This switch is a product in collaboration of Chosfox and JWK. This switch is advertised as an advanced tactile switch, which is meant to, or supposedly shouldn't have any leaf or spring noise. The switch was aimed to be stacked with the other tactile clacking in the market. We are talking about Gateron Azure Dragon, Mint Chocolate Chip, and some says it is most comparable to the Holy Bobas, but with a cheaper price tag. Moving on, the switch comes in a pack of 10 or 35 pieces per box. It will cost you for $5.99 US for 10 pieces or $17.50 US for 35 pieces. This places the switch roughly for around 50 cents per pieces. For references, it places the switch for 15 cents cheaper than the Holy Bobas. Yeah, I get it, it's quite cheap, but how does this switch perform? Is it any good? And does it comparable to other good tactile switch in the market? Let's find out. But first, let's talk about the spec of the switch. The Voyager uses a 62-gram double-stage spring. The top housing is made from polycarb while the bottom housing is made from nylon, and the stem is made from POM. Top polycarb, nylon bottom, POM stem. Now that reminds me of Gateron Azure Dragon, but Azure Dragon doesn't have the long pole stem. This switch comes pre-lubed from the factory, and to my surprise, the lube is quite consistent across the switch, which we rarely see when it comes to a factory lube switch. Moving on to the sound. Due to the long pole stem of this switch, the sound signature of this switch is more on the clacky side. In simple words, it has that super sharp clack with a clean and clear sounding out of the box. Let's hear how the switch sounds like. I don't know whether it's just me, but my ear did catch up to that very tiny leaf noise, in which the Voyager is advertised to have zero leaf or spring noise. The Voyager has this D-shaped medium to heavy tactile bump, with no pre-travel and a very slight of post-travel. Some of the reviews out there state that this switch has the closest feel to the Holy Bobas. However, the Holy Bobas do have a fair amount of post-travel, which the Voyager do not. It may be true, I do not know for sure because I still haven't get my hands on the Holy Bobas yet. My first impression while typing on this, I feel like the Voyager shares the closest resemblance with the Zycos, but with a lesser tactile bump. What really caught my attention is the very responsive and snappy feel, thanks to the double-stage springs. Also to note that this Voyager is quite smooth, with ever so slight bit of scratchiness to it. I'm a more all-the-way loop switch kind of guy, but somehow this switch is acceptable as stock. Apart from that slight leaf or spring noise, kudos to Chosfox for making this happen. And surprisingly, the factory lubing is very consistent across all the switches. It is different from other switches manufactured by the JWK that I've tried before, where you can easily find a glob of lube when opening up the switch. To be honest, coming in, I didn't put any high expectation on this switch, solely due to the track records of JWK Tactile in the past. But somehow, this Voyager did blow me off. With a consistent factory lubing, it is safe to say that this switch is ready to go out of the box. And this put this switch to a more beginner friendly, which is a plus because you don't have to spend extra money and time lubing the switch or learning how to lube the switch for the newcomers. On the side note, there's quite a significant horizontal and vertical wobble on this switch, which can affect the sound signature. However, with a competitive price tag of 50 cents per switch, it is very hard to ignore what the Voyager has to offer. If you are in the market for a high pitch and long pole tactile, you definitely want to check this Chosfox Voyager out. You can do so by checking out the link I've provided in the description box down below. That's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and able to provide you with some info. Last but not least, I would like to thank the guys from Chosfox for sending out a sample of their switch and making this video happen. And again, I would like to thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. As always, I love you guys. I'm Iswan signing off. See you in the next video. Ciao and Assalamualaikum.